Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jeff Lobb here, SparkTank Media. We are here just talking strategies today. Got another one for you. If you're watching some of these back-to-back, maybe, listen, this isn't Netflix. I really want you to understand and execute the strategies. I'm not just sitting here to talk. I'm talking about ways that's going to differentiate your marketing. And one of the topics that I come across a lot and I talk about a lot, it's an understanding of how and why we're marketing the way we are today. It's changed a lot. I like to title it micro moments. We work and we market and we live in micro moments. And you might be saying exactly what this says right here. What the heck is a micro moment? Well, think about this. We've changed and evolved from reading a lot of print and black and white newspapers where we actually read everything. Like we read all the words, we read every page. Today, we're inundated with tons of media. Between our mobile devices, online digital, social, we're bombarded. We are bombarded every second of our day with digital media. And some of you might say, well, listen, I'm a little older, a little old school. I don't get that deep into it. But when you do, you're looking at tons and tons of digital content at one time. Even if it's not you, and you might sit back and go, that's not me, Jeff, that's okay. It's your consumer. It's maybe your customer you're marketing to. So even if you don't buy into this concept of micro moments, the consumer in today's world is living in them, posting in them, and thriving in their marketing because of micro moments. So let me at least share with you, what some micro moments are. And if you haven't seen, I did a session on emoji strategies, and, it gets a little bit scary with some of the data available with micro moments. But I want you to think about how many apps there are out there on mobile devices, how many news medias there are, whether it be truthful or not. Because, if it's on the internet, of course, it has to be true. And unfortunately, people are capturing things and photos, and today's world is very visual. And in your marketing today, if you're not very visual, you're missing a lot of opportunities. I'll give you the formal definition of it from a couple different people. Then I'll give you mine. I'll give you some Google stats. But I want you to really understand, because this is how you should be marketing yourself. And remember, the attention span is very small of the consumers. So micro moments, and this goes for a lot of it, and here's one version of it, is that billions of times a day, consumers are turning to Google for several things. I want to know, I want to go, I want to do, and I want to buy. These are the types of moments and just samples of some micro moments as we are online. And it's constantly leveraging the mobile device and our smartphones for these answers. So let me give you some real data, some real stuff that's going to matter to you. And I won't go through all of them, but I'll give you the highlights. First one is 66% of smartphone users turn to their phones to look up something when they saw it in a TV commercial. Think about that for a second. Why would we want to turn to our phones after we've seen something on a TV commercial? See, as an industry now, and just me as a consumer, you as a consumer, I absolutely hate being sold. Don't sell me. Don't try and sell me. I don't believe you when you try to sell me. We're smart enough for that. See, here's the thing, and I really want you to remember this. I hate being sold, but I'm an easy sale. Say that again. I hate being sold. Don't sell me, but I love to buy. I love to buy. But you have to give me the right information to make a good, educated decision. And a lot of it doesn't come through you selling me. A lot of it comes through how you deliver information to me. Do you deliver it the way I want it? Do you deliver it the way I want to see it and hear it? When I get that, I'll buy. But don't sell it to me. So why are people going to their smartphones after a TV commercial? They don't believe it. Commercials aren't believable anymore. They want to validate and check it again to search it, look for reviews. Is it real? What are the cons of it? What am I missing so I don't get caught up in it? That's a micro moment, a flash of going to that device and trying to find validation to that commercial. Next up, 82% of smartphone users use a search engine when looking for local business. Google a business. What do they really want? Online reputation. They want to see it. Is it real? Is it worth my time? Is it worth my time? Am I going to get scammed? Is it a good experience? And I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it because you need to hear it, is that fortunately and unfortunately, when people see something online on their smartphone in a search engine, it's perceived to be the truth. The reviews are perceived to be the truth. You and I know that people could write any review. They could write anything about you and me. True or not, they could say it. We have to work diligently and hard to make sure what people see in the first 5 seconds in the top 5 bullet points of Google and my smartphone is what you want them to see. And we can help you with that, by the way. It's another whole topic. But if you Google yourself and don't like what you see, and I'm not talking SEO hocus pocus, none of that. I'm talking about your online reputation and managing reviews, what people see, what order it's in, is it credible? But that's why. And here's the biggest problem. You are winning or losing business in 5 to 10 seconds of that snapshot and that micro moment. You're winning and losing. The biggest problem is when you lose, you don't see it. Think about that. I go on my smartphone right now. I Google you. I Google your business. It comes up, reviews, whatever I see or don't see. I read a few things, true or not true, and I make my decision right there. Not gonna go, not worth my time. That was gonna spend money in your place of business, your service, your commission check, whatever it is. I saw it and decided I'm not gonna go there. You don't even know what happened. You just watched your $5,000 customer go that way. You just watched your next 3 years of a customer go that way, and you never saw it. Imagine how you'd feel if you saw it. The micro moment they saw, didn't like, and left was your next income or maybe your next paycheck. Think about that. Next moment. 100 million hours of how-to content on YouTube so far this year. How-to content, which is why I shifted my strategies, even on this platform right here, is to get away from some of the how-tos, because there's a lot of content on how-to stuff. How-to micro minutia, and it changes every day. I'd rather focus on the strategies that are going to make you money. How are you going to make money? How are you going to differentiate yourself? But think about it. There's a lot of content out there. If you're in a business that needs to show something, talk about something, deliver information, how much of that content is out there about you? How much content and strategy is wrapped around, you showing people as the local expert? Think about that. Next, I want to buy moments. Okay, so we got I want to know, I want to go, I want to do. Now it's I want to buy. I want to buy. 82% of smartphone users consult their phones while actually in a store deciding what to buy. That shows and validates the I want to go version of finding the business. Now that actually they're in it, it could be real estate. It could be, I might be using this company. I might be using that brand. While they're actually in the store, they want to validate it again. Okay? So these are micro moments. All things being said, it sounds complicated, but if you get your online reputation squared away, you get your mobile strategy squared away, and it's all good in that little micro moment, 5 seconds of when I find it, Google it, and see it in reviews. That's helping validate a lot of that. Now, when it comes to social and that extreme, people are taking, the world of photographs. Our world is visual. Right now, all over the world, people trying to make the most out of every moment. It's a snapshot. It's this. It's selfies. It's quick pics of my kids. It's the experience. It's the view of what I'm looking at. And those are all captured micro moments. That's where our world of Snapchat have come in. That's where our world of Instagram stories comes in. That's where a lot of the social platforms are tying in, is capturing that micro moment for just that second to get your attention, to show you what I'm doing, where I'm at, how I feel. And that's what people are watching. That's where your consumers are going. Because let's face it, everybody has a story, and there's a lot of people, whether you know it or not, that want to hear it and see it. I want to hear your story, but I'll bet you a lot of money that I'd rather see it too. My visual attention is much stronger than listening. You capture my attention with a visual piece of marketing, and then I'll listen to you. Visual first. This is where the evolution of the Instagram stories has come around. The Snapchats of the world is you're sharing moments or micro moments of your day, throughout the world you live in. And you could say, Jeff, I don't really care about sharing all of that. Well, then guess what? You're losing a piece of your audience because they're watching somebody, and that somebody may very well be your competitor. So you have a choice to make. It's a choice. You don't have to do any of this stuff. Nothing. You don't have to. No one's telling you have to. There's not a book on it. You don't have to listen to me. I don't really care. The only part I do care is that actually if you hire me and you work with me, which we're doing through this channel in some sorts, is I want to at least give you the information to make a good decision, right? And my advice to you is, and a choice you're going to make is, you're either going to share moments or micro moments of your day to capture more of your audience, to get more eyeballs in front of your product and what you do as a person, or someone else will. You pick and choose. It's your choice. Hopefully you understand micro moments better. Go engage in them and start to use and capture more moments of your day. Thanks, guys. See you soon.